I'm handsome, I'm fast, I'm pretty, and can't possibly be beat.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone.
They might be going to call George Brett out.
Well, he's out.
Yes, sir.
Brett is out. Look at this. Brett is out.
He's steaming mad.
He is out.
Swung, fly ball deep left center. Grissom on the run. Yes! The Atlanta Braves have given you a championship.
Auburn going after it. Here's a good snap. It is blocked. It's caught on the run. He's going to score. David Wagner has scored, and Auburn is tied the game.
It's good. Van Tiffin has won the ball game. Alabama has beaten Auburn.
I'd like for the people to remember me as being a winner, because I ain't never been nothing but a winner.
Welcome in once again to the Total Chad Sports Podcast, and we're at number 105, 106, somewhere around there on the list of Total Chad Sports Podcasts that we have been doing, rocking and rolling, producing almost every few days, every other day, because we're on summer break. We're on summer break, so we have all this time. We're hanging out, we're chilling, because it's so hot outside, right, Lady Bird? She doesn't care. She'll just lay in the rocks and enjoy the summer, enjoy the heat. And then all of a sudden, I'm just going to watch her gator just yakking it up, just trying to throw up because she got too hot laying outside on the rocks. Am I right, Lady Bird? Exactly. So, welcome in once again to the Total Chad Sports Podcast. We are trying to just continue a dream that we've always had. Something that really, we've been trying to do since we were like a little kid. Whether the playing sports wasn't a thing, because I grew up 5'8", still 5'8", 135 pounds max. By the time I was in high school, I wasn't playing NFL football. I wasn't playing in the MLB. I was not playing in MLS soccer because I'm slow and short. I'm just not. I'm not playing basketball either because, once again, I'm 5'8", 135 pounds. What am I going to do with my life? So we always were around baseball. We were always around sports. We always loved television as a kid as well. So like television, radio, sports in general, like it's always been a niche for me. So thank you so much for watching the stream, supporting the stream, doing everything you can to keep the stream alive. We're not going to take no for an answer. We're going to keep rocking and rolling. We don't just claim that we're the best. We are the best. Because like really, you can just claim it, I guess, nowadays. You can just claim being the best without being the best. Like you can say you're the best damn sports talk in the nation, in the region, in the city, in the world, whatever. But like really everybody has their own niche. Everyone has a unique talent when it comes to podcasting or talking about certain things because they have a passion for it, because they show devotion for it, because it's something that they just enjoy in general. They love seeing you, the fans, the crew, the family, whatever that come through and try to support constantly through the stream. So thank you as always. Remember, if you want to be a part of the stream, if you want your ad promotion, you want anything on the stream, support the stream. You can hit us up on Cash App, you can hit us up on Venmo. If you want to hit my email up, it's my last name and my first name at gmail.com. So if you want to hit us up there, you know the Twitter account already. You should know the Twitter account already because literally it's my last name and my first name. So if you want to hit us up on the email, you want to DM us and say, hey, I'd like to support the stream without having to throw, crazy monerical, what does it say? Monetarical, whatever it is, monies at me. Maybe you can, I don't know, throw a gift card out. We could give to the streams, the streamers, the watchers out there. And maybe we can make it something like every time we come back from a stream or every other stream, we can come back with something to give away to somebody. Because, gift cards go away or go very far. We could do Black Rifle, coffee sponsorships. You know, we could do any of that. Pokemon card sponsorships, whatever we want. Like, really, this is just a stream about everything. It's a stream about sports. It's a stream about pop culture. It's a stream about history. It's a stream about everything. It's a stream about you, the people that are watching. Because right here, there is a chat box right here that Stream Elements tries to keep rotating constantly throughout so that you are supplied with information on where to find us, where to hit us up on social media, all the places you know, where to support the stream, all those types of things. So once again, you see it right here on the screen. Support the stream, Cash App, Venmo, whatever you want to do. Email me, I'm here, because we're looking for sponsors. We're looking for some kind of ad promotion where, I mean, your logo will be right there to the right of the Total Chad Sports Podcast bar. Like, it's going to be like right there, constantly rotating. When I go on breaks, boom, put that up there. I could be playing video games. I could be doing just a regular podcast. It doesn't matter. I'm getting your name out there, and I'm not asking for much. I'm not asking for much. We don't have to do some crazy monetary, whatever the hell the word is. We don't have to throw a crazy amount of money. We just need enough money to survive. Are you kidding me? I'm like a roach. I'm scratching and clawing, surviving, doing all those things. Living it up. You know what I mean? We're just constantly doing what we love. So why not support somebody that is very enthusiastic and very much into what his craft, and very much into his craft that he does, his craft that he does. I love what I do. I love being on here. I don't know why anybody wouldn't want to be able to have their own podcast, have their own stream, be able to have a spotlight, and just have the time to be able to do certain things like this. Because I'm excited. I'm not taking no for an answer. I'm going to keep rocking and rolling. I know where I'm at in life is not the best. Like, I know that my profession isn't the profession I want, but it's a profession that I enjoy. It's a profession that keeps me around sports. It's a profession that keeps me around my community and helps me continue to help my community and continue to support, promote all of the great athletes that are from my community, because there's so many great athletes that have come through this community that, I mean, it's just ridiculous. So the history aspect or just the sport aspect, it's always going to be there. So if you do want to follow us on all the social media platforms, you can hit us up on the Twitch, the Twitter, the YouTube, the Instagram, Straight Flexin', the TikTok, Facebooks, all of those places. You can see on my Twitch or on my Twitter right now, or X, whatever you want to call it, because I'll always call it Twitter. It's not X to me, even though you have to type in x.com. But if you type in Twitter, it'll go right to x.com. So I had a poll question up yesterday, and you can be a part of this. You want to be a part of the stream, there's only 15 minutes left. But everything was going on in Atlanta, it seems like, this weekend, throughout the week. There's a whole bunch of crap going on in Atlanta. You have SEC Media Days, which start tomorrow, which we'll get to later. We'll talk about our SEC media or SEC predictions for the year. It's kind of the same as last year a little bit, but I based it off of experienced quarterbacks, people coming back, teams that are consistent, all those types of things. But you still have the bottom three that you probably think are still the bottom three. But the way the SEC just kind of got just shaken up a little bit with South Carolina, with Vandy, with Oklahoma, all those three teams just absolutely shaking up the SEC last year, beating teams they probably shouldn't have beaten or almost should have beaten. There was a lot of, I mean, if you want to say it, everyone wants to say it, parity. There was a lot of just consistent football last year in what is the best conference in like everything, even though it took Ohio State $25 million to come out and win a national title and take a lot of people away from the University of Alabama. The SEC is still king. They're the kings in baseball. They're the kings in basketball. They're still the kings in football. I mean, if you want to look at it, yeah, these last couple of years haven't been great for the SEC in football. The Big Ten, it's either the Big Ten or the SEC every single year. We don't care about what the Big 12 has to say and where they want to be and who they're going to upset, because it's not going to happen. The ACC is the same difference. The only two teams that I'm even worried about this year are either Clemson and maybe Florida State. Maybe Florida State. I can't ever take Miami seriously. So realistically, like, it's the SEC, the Big Ten, or bust. Like, we just know it. I mean, we can sit here and talk about all the BS that was in the selection committee the year before, but this is a whole new year. This is a whole new prediction. And the thing is, these are predictions. I don't think that I know it all. I just try to predict and give my own opinion on what I feel like is how the SEC is going to finish. And then realistically, like, if you look at it on paper, we talk about it on paper, it should work out, or that's how it should do. That's how it do, Yugi. You know what I mean? Like, it should be like that. So I just think that there's a lot of times where we just kind of jump the gun a little bit and we just kind of harp on other people's takes, or we kind of just go, okay, that's wrong. That's not right. Which everyone has a take. But if you make 0 sense whatsoever, without any thought, without any kind of planning, without any kind of preparation H, like, just get out of here. Just stop sounding like a moron, because it's just ridiculous. Because there's a lot of people out there that just talk out of their ass, and they're in the position that they're at, that they can continue to talk about this sport or can talk about other sports and not really know what the hell they're talking about. So we're going to keep rocking and rolling. Like I said, on Twitter, we had a poll question. What would you rather do in Atlanta right now? Like, obviously, WWE's over. Goldberg botched ending to his retirement after botching so many other things in the past, hurting other wrestlers in the past. It was only fitting that that was going to happen in the WWE. I didn't watch it. I don't care. AEW, the same thing. You got, in the AEW, you got basically, what's his name? The Rizzler and his brother over here. And that's a thing. That's a whole thing. You got Jelly Roll showing up to events. Like, that's a whole thing. Like, it's just confusing to me. So, like, when I look at this, what would you rather have gone to? Would you rather have gone to WrestleMania? Would you rather go to the MLB All-Star game? Would you rather go to the, just the whole, let's just say All-Star game. Let's say the whole weekend. So Home Run Derby obviously gets thrown in there. All-Star game. Like, you're going to want to go to those things. Beyonce. Did you want to go to Beyonce? No one voted for Beyonce, surprisingly enough. Now, there were people on Facebook that I think Morel Carter from Channel 54 here locally, great guy, great sports director over there at 54. I think he picked Beyonce. I think we all know why he picked Beyonce. She's absolutely beautiful, country music star of the year, but that was his decision. So it's not right or wrong. Just wouldn't have been my thing. I don't think Coach Grizz, Chad Guaffney, whatever you want to call me, I don't think Chad Guaffney probably would have gone to Beyonce. Now, SEC Media Days are this week. Would you rather go to SEC Media Days this week, or would you rather go to the whole MLB All-Star game this week? In my opinion, I still am waiting for that day to go to SEC Media Days, and we're going to keep rocking and rolling. We finally got a little bit closer without any other help from anyone else. So it was really nice to be able to get a little bit closer to that opportunity to make it to SEC Media Days. Obviously, I got turned down because there's too many people, which the last day there's going to be like nobody there. And really no one's going to care until what, Thursday or Wednesday, because the Alabama day, like no one's going to care. Like Tuesday, maybe, because Texas is there with Auburn, maybe. But like most people just really just care about, they really care about that Wednesday. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Going to be really cool to be able to give you my predictions for the SEC later as well. And we'll try to recap that and clip that and have that up on YouTube. Because right now, I'm telling you, we're rocking and rolling. I got over so many views and getting the love, getting the likes from, I mean, just content playing Marvel Rivals. Just asking a question, right? Is this cheating? Boom. 300 and something views in like a day. All right. Talking about Ladybird. Ladybird over here gets 1,500 views. We should just talk about Ladybird all the time, right? Like, Ladybird should be like the majority of the content because the content is Ladybird. I mean, look at her. She's just looking at us like right now, like, I know I'm the best. And we all know that she's the best. I know you're always lurking, and I greatly appreciate you. I'm still waiting for whatever this new Bachelor is called. I'm waiting for your analysis. Maybe I'll give some updates on that as well, because I know in the ESPN world, they kind of do that too. They did that with the Golic shows for a while. Like, it was something funny and something creative to talk about. But we're not going to copy that. We're going to do our own thing. We're going to enjoy ourselves. That's the reason why I look to Head of Steel for all of my Bachelor content, information, and everything like that. If I need MMA, I know a buddy named Kuda out there that he will literally go out of his way to talk about men's fighting. And we'll put him on here. We're going to get Coach Harper, who is the head coach of New Hope, the Indians here locally. Tomorrow, there is a 7-on-7 camp that's going on here locally, hosted by the Huntsville Sports Commission, that's going to go on some big-ass soccer fields. They're going to do a bunch of 7-on-7 camps. It starts at, or event, and it starts at 9 o'clock tomorrow, so you're going to see me there. I'm going to go over there, probably take a couple pictures, record some stuff, help out the program a little bit, get that little bit of promotion. Also show name, face, likeness over there as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So there's a lot of stuff that we're going to sit here and talk about today on the podcast. But we still got to go through all this thing. Right now, I think the Braves, I think they're still in a rain delay. Is that still going on? Rain delay yesterday, today, the game's over. I'm surprised they didn't take the 2 runs that Matt Olson had produced. Oh, nope, still on a rain delay. That Matt Olson produced right before they called the rain delay again and had to wait a couple hours again to restart the game. So they restarted the game. Matt Olson goes back to scoring a couple more runs by himself, basically doing the whole Captain America thing. That's the reason why you had that right there, that little thing right there, so you can see all my posts and everything like that. A lot of positive posts, obviously. So there's a lot of stuff going on right now. I was watching Wimbledon. That's what kept me from streaming earlier. Like, I don't watch tennis, like, at all. But if Wimbledon finals are on, I'm going to watch it. So Yannick Sinner beats Alcatraz, and Alcatraz is 8-4, against him overall. Now he's 8-5. Yannick Sinner, the Italian, who I thought was American for the longest time. I thought he was American, but he's Italian. First ever Italian to win Wimbledon, I think. Pretty damn cool. That's pretty damn cool. But, I don't watch that. Right now, I wasn't even watching the Scottish Open. Is that over? I don't know. Is that gone? We're going to have to look. Scottish Open, is it over? Because I know it's Sunday. What was the final day leaderboard? Who won? I don't even know. Does anyone know? Because I don't care. What happened? Who won it? Did it get delayed? What's going on here? So Chris Gotterup, who was up on Rory McIlroy the entire time, won the Scottish Open. So I just, quick little Google search, because I don't pay attention to that. But I will tell you this, when I play PGA, what's it called? PGA Tour 2K23 or whatever, yeah, I'm playing Scottish Open. Here's the thing. You got all this brown everywhere, right? You don't even really know what is the course when you're watching it. How in the world can these professional golfers still mess up when you're just hitting in a big-ass cow pasture? And as insulting as that might be for that historic course, what in the world? You're professional golfers. This isn't Torrey Pines, okay? TPC Sawgrass. This isn't TPC Scottsdale. This isn't something harder. This is a big-ass cow pasture of brown grass, and you just got to hit the lighter brown grass. That's all you got to do. Aim for the lighter brown grass, and then you might win. Just be consistent. But congratulations to Goddard winning the Scottish Open over Rory McIlroy, who's like the second best player in the world. Just one of those crazy things. You know, I don't watch enough of it. I don't really care, to be honest with you. So, like, at the end of the day, like, it's not a part of the podcast. Like, it's not a part of my repertoire to sit here and talk about golf, like tennis. Like, I'm surprised I even knew that Yannick Sinner. I sat there and watched that entire, well, not entire match. I had it on in the background, playing some video games, doing a little bit of things around the house. So really didn't pay attention to it. Had the Braves game on too. Then it went to a delay. Had the LA, right now, Roku, or yesterday, whenever, Roku has a free game on MLB.tv or whatever. They've got the Dodgers playing the Giants right now because Yamamoto's on the hill. So that was going on. So I had like a bunch of different stuff. I wasn't going to sit here and watch all the WNBA they probably had throughout the day. They had the Big Three going on, which is like the biggest crap shoot like sport I've ever watched in my entire life. It's just a bunch of old dudes. Like Lance Stevenson tried to fight a guy that was like half his size, and Lance Stevenson's not like a crazy tall guy, but he's a big dude, and he tried to fight some little dude. I don't even know who the little dude was. Okay, so like the Big Three is just a giant joke. Like, I can't stand it. It's not fun to me. It's not entertaining to me. Like, none of that is entertaining to me. It's like the WNBA. None of that is entertaining to me. As much as you sit here and want to show me the circus that is Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and their butting heads and blah, 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 I will not watch it. It is not entertaining to me. There are people out there. I was humbled. There are people out there that still watch wrestling to this day in their 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever. To each his own. You like wrestling? Enjoy it. I'm not a big fan. I don't find Logan Paul going out there and pushing a bunch of drum sets and doing all these things and watching old ass wrestlers, other than Sting, because I saw it live, because Sting was one of those ones as a kid. Like, I'm not like Goldberg. I loved Goldberg as a kid, but I'm not going to sit here and pay money to watch old ass Goldberg botch moves and get hurt and then be like, oh, we're going to end it early. And he even apologized for how bad it was. So like I'm not going to sit here and watch like regurgitated crap over and over again, where you bring old dudes trying to like promote somehow the young generation of wrestlers who are just not entertaining to me. They're just not. It's like, oh man, we're sitting there talking earlier with somebody about like a certain movie or show or whatever, where it was like, I just can't get into it as I'm older. I guess it's like Ninja Turtles. Wait, like with the Ninja Turtles show or movie that they had, where they're like they're Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? But it's like the new age writing, new age graphics, all those types of things, the Ninja Turtles. But it's like, you could give me all the Ninja Turtles before. Oh, we were talking about the Meg last night. If you've ever seen the Meg, awful movie. Then the Meg 2 came out. Jason Statham all of a sudden turns into like his typical badass character where he's ninja fighting everybody. He knows martial arts and he's like some weird secret agent dude. The whole second movie really had nothing to do with like the Meg at all. Like, there was some Meg parts, but like a majority of it was like some weird Jurassic Park thing. So like me sitting there watching it, I was talking with some friends and I'm like, as I get older, it's like, Jaws scared the crap out of me. Like, I was older and like it was still like older movie for me as a kid, but like Jaws scared the crap out of me. Deep Blue Sea, a fucking shark ate me. Deep Blue Sea was Samuel L. Jackson, what was it, Thomas Jane, and then LL Cool J, right? So like you had all of these like great actors in these movies. But like Deep Blue Sea, I was around, I don't know, 11, 12 when that movie came out. Scared the absolute Jesus out of me. When that shark came out of that tank and killed Samuel L. Jackson and put him back in the water, whoo, I'm going to tell you right now, scared the bejesus out of me. But I'm going to sit here and watch the Meg. Whether it's for kids, whatever it was. Like, it's not the same. It just doesn't scare me. It's not like you can make a shark movie and scare the crap out of me. Like the whole being in water thing, like cool, whatever. That's the reason why I don't swim that far out. I love to swim, but I don't swim that far out in the ocean because I can't fight things in the ocean like I can fight things on land, okay? And you don't know what the hell is underneath you. I don't like swimming in the lake because you have no fucking clue what the hell is underneath you, especially if you go anywhere near Guntersville Lake. And if anyone knows Guntersville Lake, it is nothing but like submerged caves. There's places where it goes from like, you'd be like in 1 foot of water and then all of a sudden it's 50 foot of water. Like, no, I am not doing that. They have found sharks in that water. They have found alligators in that water. I am not messing around with dark ass water that I cannot see. I will stick to a pool. I will stick to a hot tub. That's about it. I ain't getting in the lake ever again, probably. Because really, you just don't even know what the hell's in that water, first of all. Especially if you live around here, could be contaminated like hell. But then the ocean, which, I mean, like, people throw tires, you know, people throw, allegedly, they throw all these types of things in the ocean, and we don't even care about it. But you have no friggin' clue what is underneath you. I have snorkeled before, and I swear to God, I have seen hammerhead sharks snorkeling in the ocean, okay? I'm not playing around with that anymore, okay? I don't play around with that. I don't like undertow. That is scary as hell. Like the drift current, all those types of things. That is a very dangerous thing. So as I get older, like those types of things, trying to make because we just sit here and ramble because we talk about whatever. I mean, when it comes to like wrestling, when it comes to certain sports, like it's just not entertaining to me. It's like movies. They're just not entertaining to me. Like I'll go watch, like I watched the Barbie movie just so I could be a critic. Like I watched the Meg and Meg 2 just so I could be a critic. Like you can't hate on a movie if you haven't seen it. Like Superman. You can't hate on Superman just because Rotten Tomatoes said it was an 88% and he doesn't even really look like Henry Cavill. Because how in the fuck do you go from Henry Cavill to that dude? Whatever that dude's name is. I don't even know who that dude's name is. And from what I heard, though, it kind of felt like an older Marvel movie. Like, I think that's what DC, Marvel, all that says should revert back to doing. Make it entertaining. Have actual, like, you know, cast that makes sense, not because it's politically correct or it's the new age writing. Because, like, you're going to go watch a remake of The Matrix and you think that it's going to be better than the old Matrix? Like, we can sit here and go down a huge rabbit hole. You can't tell me for one moment that this new Matrix that may be coming out or is coming out or whatever is going to be better than the old Matrix, let alone the second Matrix, because the third Matrix was god-awful. So, stop making sequels of movies or remakes of movies we don't need. We just don't. Like Happy Gilmore 2. There's a bunch of people out here right now that are wanting to buy a $500 putter that is specifically out for the movie. And I know Yorkie's listening because I know he wants one. Literally, a $500 putter that, one, you're not going to make a single fucking putt with because you're not good at golf. And then two, you only are going to buy it because of the movie. And the movie is going to flop. You might have to sell. They might have to sell more putters to make money off of this flopping. Because isn't it like isn't it one of like his typical Netflix movies that are just awful? Wasn't he in like Sinister 7 or something that was just absolutely awful? Like his comedies have not been good lately because they're not like the old comedy. Like we love the old comedy. Naked Gun. They're remaking Naked Gun. Liam Neeson could have been the best fit for that movie. Make it exact, like just do the crude humor. Do what Naked Gun was funny and about. with Leslie Nielsen. Okay? Just do it right. Make it funny. Like Superbad. Don't ever remake that movie. Because Superbad was so good. And if they ever think, oh, let's make a new Superbad for a younger generation. No. My thing is, stop remaking movies for the younger generation who do not care. If you're going to make a movie, especially like if it's like Scooby-Doo, let's say old cartoons, Scooby-Doo, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, like Power Rangers movie was pretty decent. Make a movie like Transformers, here or there, some are good, some are bad. Make it fun for the older generation that's going to go and watch that movie. Like, because the older generation is the one paying the money for you to make the movie or to see the movie. Okay? The younger generation is not. I have worked in radio sales and I have worked many times where if you're going to go do ad advertisement, do it with somebody that's like your age, not some like young kid who is a Twitch streamer who's really just not, he's going to have tons of views, but he's not going to have people your age actually buying your product. Okay? First of all, half of them probably can't afford your product. They're not old enough for the product, all those types of things. So like when it comes to movies and just sports in general, like they're trying to make the WNBA fun with being aggressive and hitting each other and doing all these crazy things of like going back to like old school basketball, right? We would love old school basketball to be old school basketball. We don't want this fake tough guy shit like they have in the NBA and the WNBA now. Like hockey works because they're not trying to fight. They are genuinely pissed off. They will fight when they damn well please want to fight. And it makes it entertaining because it's a part of the sport. We like it when people fight in baseball. We really do. We love it. We actually like it as fans when you throw a ball at someone's ribs or someone's, like, I'm not condoning it, obviously, but because people will just sit here and run with it. But like when the bench is clear, oh, it's like, oh shit, like, oh, something's about to happen. Like, it's about to happen. Basketball, it's like, like fake tough guy stuff that like, it's so bad. It's like when you watch, if you do watch soccer, because I know a lot of you don't, it's like if you watch soccer and you watch the fake tough guy stuff, like the guy just literally was on the ground for fucking 20 minutes because his knee got shot from out from under him, but then all of a sudden he wants to get up and try to go for somebody's head the very next play, and it's like, dude, like, calm down, buddy. Like, this is awful. Like, this is not fun to watch. It's not intimidating. Nobody cares. Like, it's just not fun for the sport. So, like, it doesn't work for that sport. Hockey, it works. Baseball, it kind of works. Because hockey and baseball players are really, like, the same animal. They're really the same animal. When it comes to football, like, you want to see the aggressiveness. You want to see the art, like, the back and forth. All this. You don't want to see the Myles Garretts of the world taking a helmet and trying to kill somebody with it. Whether they said a bad word or not, like, you don't want to see assault, brother. Like, you want to see like two guys dishing out some punishment on each other and sitting there and getting out all of that by just watching it. Like, you really, like, that's the thing. We want to sit here and act like it's not the truth, because it is. Like, that's what we enjoy. So, like, going back all the way back to what we were talking about, it's just, as I get older, I'm not one of those types of people that is into the types of movies that they make new age now that are just like basically carbon copies of old horror movies or old Jaws movies or like whatever. Like, I'm just not into that. Like, it's not cool to me. Like, you seen Sinners? It's a running joke between some of me and my friends. You've seen Sinners? Like, I like vampire movies. Sinners was a great vampire movie. Whether the majority of it really was like, you didn't really see too many killings. There wasn't like too much like until the end, really. Like, but it was a really good film. It had a really good backstory. It had really good information throughout the entire movie that kept you going, like, oh, and like some twists and all those types of things. So like, that's cool. You make something like that, that's cool. You give a cool historical background to it. Like, you go look at old movies and like the stereotype, like the stereotypical people. The people were played by those people, and those people liked being a part of the movie, whatever, because they were in the movie and being represented. Like now it's like, oh, well, I don't know if we should do that because it's too politically correct and it might offend people. Like, just live your life and just, like, you can't have comedy anymore. Like, you have to say, oh, I'm sorry, once you make a joke. Now, if it's derogatory, bad, whatever, that makes sense. But, like, the best jokes are derogatory in a way, like, right? Like, most people, like, the whole Chappelle show, like, you couldn't redo that, right? You couldn't do that, but it was funny, right? Like, all of the comedy that came out of that was funny. So, like, you just can't do that. You can't regurgitate old stuff and expect to do that. All right, so enough rambling. On to the latest around the MLB. You got the AllStar game tonight, yesterday, a few days ago, whenever you watch this podcast. So there was a lot of that. You also have some games going on. There's a rain delay still in the Braves and Cards. The Braves are trying to go for the sweep. And if they do win 3 in a row, that's called a winning streak. It's happened before. So the Braves are trying to do that. The Dodgers are up 2-0 into the 7th on the Giants. The Athletics are up 6-1 on the Blue Jays. The Angels are down 1-5. And those, let's see who's playing today. How many Trash Pandas West are out there today? We've got Neto, Shanuel. You got Ohapi. And that looks like it. Who's pitching? Oh, you got Jose Soriano. So you've got a bunch of Trash Pandas West playing for the Angels today, losing 5-1 against the Diamondbacks. Phillies are up 2-1 in the end of the 8th against the Padres. And finals that have already gone over, and they'll be finals forever because they're final. Cubs beat the Yankees 4-1. Marlins beat the Orioles 11-1. Red Sox beat the Rays 4-1. Reds beat the Rockies 4-2. Mariners beat the Tigers 8-4. Guardians beat the White Sox 6-5. Royals beat the Mets 3-2, and the Pirates beat the Twins 2-1. Rangers beat the Astros 5-1, and the Brewers beat the Nationals 8-1. So that is around the MLB scoreboard. We were also, since it's the whole like All-Star weekend, we also recapped a good bit of the MLB futures game too. I know I watched a little bit of that. J.R. Ritchie for the Braves, he was able to get the start for the futures game. He got 1 inning pitch. He had a walk. He had 2 strikeouts, but he faced 4 batters. You also had Hayden Harris down here. He pitched for 0.1 innings. He also had a strikeout, and he faced 1 batter, though. But this is a guy, I'm going to tell you right now. I want to talk about, the batting's not doing very well in the farm system, but they're trying to find that. Like, the Braves have spent, I saw something like a shitload of money, like one of the most, other than like the Dodgers maybe, where they spent a crap load of money for a bunch of pitchers, and they've been spending it a lot on pitchers. Nobody said that a few years ago when the Angels were over here just drafting nothing but pitchers. So in this draft, we'll see what the Braves do. Not really sure what the mock is, not really paying attention to that. But the future is bright when it comes to pitching. The Braves have always had really good young pitching. It's Death, Texas, and Braves pitching. Like, it's always been a thing. You have guys that are hurt right now that are in the farm system, but you got 2 guys in the farm system right now, 2 really young guys. Like, J.R. Ritchie's like 20, 21. Okay? Hayden Harris, he is a undrafted free agent dude that they signed, okay? And this guy, literally, I had to look him up. I was looking at his latest transactions, right? So ever since he's been in the league. The man was the dude was activated to the Mississippi Braves, which are no more than the Columbus Klingstons, on September 19, 2023. Then he was invited to non-roster to spring training, February 2nd of 2024. Then he was activated by the Prospects, March 7th. Then he was assigned to Gwinnett from Mississippi on June 25th. Then he was to the Peoria Javelinas, okay? Then he came back assigned to the Braves on February 2025, okay? Dude's from Georgia Southern, local guy, like, that's awesome. Like, that's cool. Georgia guy, cool, right? Columbus Clingston's come to town. A sign there, April 1st, 2025. Haven't even been able to see him pitch yet or just see him in general. Like, they're coming to the Trash Pandas at the end of this week. And I think Friday is the Tennessee Titans night. So I'm going to try to go either Friday or Saturday this week and at least see some of these future Braves that are coming up. So then he was placed on the Stripers and on July 11th, signed to Gwinnett June 10th. Then on July 11th, he was placed on the temporary inactive list so he could be activated for the Futures game and got to play in the Futures game. So, I mean, like, the pitching is there for the Atlanta Braves. They can figure it out when it comes to pitching, whether it's Hurston Waldrop, J.R. Ritchie, Ian Mejia. There's a lot of guys that are coming out, right? So it's going to be a lot of fun to see. It's going to be a lot of fun to see what the Braves can do because they actually have the 22nd pick in the draft. And whether it starts now, whether it's going to happen, like, I'm still talking about it, whether you're watching it and it's going on, like, I don't really know what's going to happen. Right now, I think as we're talking, let's see. The Washington Nationals take Eli Willits, the number 1 overall pick. He is from Fort Cobb Broxton High School in Oklahoma. He's a shortstop. He is draft rankings number 3. The son of former Angels outfielder Reggie Willits. He's one of those deep high school shortstops in this draft. But if you round it out, the Angels are next. The Angels might need another bat. You have all these pitchers. You might need another bat. Christian Moore's hurt. You might need another bat. You might need another young bat. We'll see what the Angels do. You got the Mariners at 3rd, Rockies at 4th, Cardinals at 5th, and then you got the lonely Braves down there at the 22nd spot. So we'll see what happens with the Atlanta Braves. We'll try to keep you posted. If not, obviously you can check it out on X later. We'll retweet whoever the Braves draft, try to figure out where the hell he came from, who he is, all those types of things. I'm just going to tell you right now, draft a bunch of SEC players. It's just like in football, just like in basketball. You want those really good SEC players, right? You want those good ACC players. You want those really good Southeastern baseball players. Draft somebody that went to McEachern High School. Draft somebody that played in Marietta. Like, you want a guy, you want a dude, you want a baseball player, you go to Marietta, you go to Georgia to find these players, okay? Especially McEachern High School, as much as they have produced. So, not only are they a really good baseball school, they're a pretty decent football school, and they're a pretty tough damn wrestling school. I don't know how it's been since I've been in high school, but I know when I was there, I was looking for Jeff Francourt's picture. Big fan, big Braves fan, trying to find his high school photo. Because, they just produce talent, and so does and Marietta is so competitive. People that come from the Marietta, Atlanta area, just baseball is huge. Baseball is king. So find you a Southeastern player, Southeastern Conference player, find you an ACC player, find you somebody from the suburbs of Marietta. East Cobb, maybe. Because East Cobb is fucking hardcore baseball. So we'll see what happens. Prospect promotion incentive picks on the 28th is the Royals. Compensation picks, you got the Diamondbacks. Baltimore's got a couple of picks, and then the Brewers rounded out at 32. You got competitive balance round A. You got all the way to 43, and then you got the second round. The Braves won't have another pick until pick 60 of the second round. Looking through the third round, the Braves have the 96th pick as well. So you're going to get 3 guys from the Atlanta Braves, unless there's some trades, unless there's some movement, whatever. Like, you're going to have 3 of those guys. And I saw this great thing on Twitter. I don't know who said it. I don't know. I would love to give you the promotion. But they got a video where it was like, they should have it during the college year. You got to see the love, just like everything about it. Like, stop doing it right now. during the All-Star break. This last game before the All-Star break. Like, just don't do it anymore. So, gonna be a lot of fun. We'll see what happens with the draft. You've got the draft. You've got the home run derby. You got the All-Star game. There's a bunch of stuff going on. And the crazy thing, how about this? I get it. We harp as much as we want about the Trash Pandas. And we love the Rocket City Trash Pandas. But they are the worst team in the Southern League. They are 6-12 in the second half. They are like 5-21 overall against the Chattanooga Lookouts, who they just split the series 3-3 with. But they are like 5-21. Okay, something like that. I think my math was a little off. I might have been a little off. Maybe 5-20. 5-21. That sounds about right. Against the Chattanooga Lookouts. The Lookouts have their number, man. It is what it is. Like, it's just tough. If you look at the division is tough. You lose every single year to the Knoxville teams, or you lose to Chattanooga. Like, it just happens. Like, the Chattanooga Lookouts, the Knoxville Smokies, because you call the Tennessee Smokies. The Birmingham Barons are good this year. Pensacola is good. Like, Columbus in the second half is making some effort right here. All right. 10-8. As competitive as the bottom has been all single year, except for Columbus in the first half. Like, the Southern League South, very competitive. Southern League North, not so much. It's either been Birmingham, Knoxville. We'll see what happens in the second half. But it's tough. One good positive thing that I will say this. One positive thing that I did see when it comes to batting. And it's a guy that, like, he's fucking 20, 21 years old. Denver Guzman. This was reposted by Josh Carey. Denver Guzman finishes 5-for-5 with a home run, 3 doubles, a single, 4 RBIs. He becomes the first Trash Panda with 5 hits in a game since Nick Ramirez, I remember him, did it for the Mobile Bay Bears in 2014. And I'm pretty sure, I'd have to look this up. That name sounds familiar. And I swear he was let me look this up. Nick Ramirez, I'm pretty sure, was he not? I don't think so. But I swear, like, let me look this up real quick. Because it's going to be up probably the wrong one. Because it wouldn't have been a pitcher. Let me see here. Hold on. Let me look up his stats. Was that the same one? That wouldn't make sense because he's a pitcher. That's not the same pitcher. Because I swear, like, there's a different one. And we're not finding him yet. Position, first base. Here we go. Hold on. Biloxi Shuckers in 2017. This might have been him. Toledo Mud Hens. He was with the Shuckers a couple of years. Doesn't say that he was with the Bay Bears in 2014. Hold on. Because that name sounds so familiar. And the reason why it sounds so familiar is because he sounds like a dude that was on the Stars in their final year. Like, I feel like Nick Ramirez was one of those final dudes. They then got maybe traded, something like that. But I could be wrong. I'm always wrong. I could be wrong. I don't know. But congratulations to Denver Guzman. The goose is loose. Clip that from the first day it happened. Had the soundbite sent over. Uses it ever since. This guy did it. Dude's been a stud since he's been in the league. He's like 20 years old, 21 years old. Want to talk about young 20? Didier Fuentes, 20 years old, doing all these things. Denver Guzman over here should get a chance. I think they should just at least throw him out there for a little bit. We'll see what happens. They may not need him right now. It's a young dude. You don't want to just throw him out there into the wind, hope to God that something sticks. So we'll see what happens. Really good player. Really good young player. Like I said, the bats are there. The bats will come for the Trash Pandas. They keep calling up infielders like crazy. Kyron Paris was having a ridiculous year at the beginning of the year. But they're one of the worst teams in the Southern League, if not the worst team in the Southern League, at 6-12. Biloxi's 7-11 in the second half. But if you go look at overall, what are the Trash Pandas sitting at? 30-56. So the worst team in the Southern League. Birmingham, Chattanooga sitting on top. Biloxi, Montgomery sitting on top. So, like, really nothing has changed. Like, nothing has changed. It's been kind of the same. It's been kind of the same. I think Knoxville won the first half. Didn't Knoxville? Or Chattanooga. Sorry, Chattanooga. One of them Tennessee teams. Chattanooga won the first half. Right now, you have Chattanooga, Birmingham. Hold on. Right now, in the first half, you had Chattanooga, Birmingham, Biloxi, Montgomery, right? So what's the second half looking like? Birmingham, Knoxville. So Knoxville could have a chance if Birmingham doesn't stay there. And then Pensacola, Columbus. So who was first? Biloxi and Montgomery. That's going to be crazy in the second half. Like Biloxi or Montgomery is going to no, maybe not Biloxi. Montgomery or Pensacola, depending on how this second half finishes, they're going to be sitting out. Chattanooga or Knoxville is going to be one of those teams in the second half that's going to be sitting out again. Not Chattanooga, so Birmingham or Knoxville. Unless Birmingham can win this second half, then they got a chance. They really have a chance. Because I'm sitting there flipping it back and forth trying to see who's who. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's just one of those things. It's tough. It's you got a lot of prospects getting called up. Klassen as well. We didn't even talk about him in the futures game. He got actually a chance to pitch in that game as well. He went 0-2. He had a hit. He gave up a hit. He gave up a walk. He had 3 batters faced. Pretty decent outing. Pretty damn decent outing for a young guy. So it should be a lot of fun sitting there watching some of these young talents that are coming into the Rocket City to be able to watch the Trash Pandas and future Trash Pandas West and the Angels, or trying to see what's going on around the Clingstones, the Stripers, going up to the Stripers, and then going on to the Atlanta Braves. So let's see any updates on the Braves game. Still in a rain delay. Let me see what happens when I hit enter. Still in a rain delay, 3-1. It's been raining like crazy in St. Louis, and I would think they would want to get this game in because I really don't think they would want to restart this game or try to somehow figure out how to finish this game against the Cardinals. Do the Braves even play the Cardinals again? Unless I can like sneak it in, like they always have like one game that got rained out. So they got obviously that last game. I would think maybe they go to Atlanta, maybe, or they already may have happened. I think that happened early in the year. Yeah, they don't even play them. So like, I don't know if they would want to get that game in. Like, and you're not going to give the away team the win. Unless you're like cheaters in the MLB and you're just like, lightning happened, I'll give you a run. Or, oh, it rained, so that run doesn't count. So you didn't tie the game. You actually lost the game. Sorry. We're just making it up as we go. Like, yes, versus St. Louis, they took 2 out of 3 at home. I knew they had already played them. So looking to make the sweep in St. Louis, but looks like the rain and the weather is going to win that one. So we'll see what happens throughout that. So we were going to give, next up, our predictions for SEC Media Days, the SEC rankings, preseason, whatever you want to call it, at the end of the year, how we think really they're going to finish at the end of the year. And a lot of the thought process, the time that it took to make the graphic, I hope you like it, the time that it took to kind of break it down, maybe take some other rankings, like Phil Steele and some other people that do rankings that are a little bit more knowledgeable than me, but also take that knowledge and remember it, and then remember those certain players, teams that have a veteran quarterback, or teams that have a consistent team coming back, a team that is obviously the top of the SEC, that every single year you just know, you have no doubt about that they're going to make it out. And we gave our picks, and take it for what you want. I'm about to break it down here in a second, and I'll give you all of my thought process behind it, because it's just a pretty decent. I think it's a pretty decent list. Like, if you look at it, like, if you constantly can think, oh yeah, this should happen, or on paper you can move a couple of people. Like, I'm gonna talk about that. If you have any kind of thoughts on what I'm about to show, you're more than welcome. That's what the chat's here for. If you feel like that my top 16 is not your top 16, or there may be some more that are moving around, I really don't want any of the Auburn people to see what I put as Auburn, because I pretty much put Auburn at the same spot as I did last year. And as much as like criticism as Hugh Freeze is getting and everything like that, golfing and doing all these things and not caring, like technically not caring about recruiting and all the, like, just all the BS that goes on with social media, like, they all, like, last year obviously wasn't good, but a couple years ago in Auburn, obviously it's hard to win games in the Iron Bowl at Auburn. You had them on the ropes, okay? And it took 4th and 31 to happen. This year the game is in Auburn. I will be there. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm going to be there. Because I'm still getting love from Auburn. I'm still getting that recognition from Auburn. So, like, I should be able to get a credential and be at that game. So, going to be a lot of fun. We'll see what happens. I know who won't be there. You got Georgia at Auburn as well. That will be a hell of a lot of fun. You got Auburn opening up with Baylor. Okay? But at the end of the year, Iron Bowl in Jordan-Hare. New video board, all those things. People are going to be rocking and rolling, swag surfing, apparently on NFL 2026, whatever it's called, or college football 2026. They're doing swag and surf, and they're playing all these things. I love the number of streamers, by the way. All these young people that stream football games and have like 100 million views. Never been to a game in their entire life. But they're like, oh, look at this. They play swag and surf before they kick it off. It's like, you clearly have never been to a game. They play this. They play Mr. Brightside in the Michigan game. Well, they played Mr. Brightside in the fourth quarter of the Alabama games. I think everyone plays Mr. Brightside. Brightside. Isn't there a song about like a dude's girlfriend cheating on him or whatever, and he like misses her or something? Like he stalker misses her or something? Like it's a catchy song. Don't get me wrong. Everyone loves it. It's a good, honestly, it's a good karaoke song. If you like karaoke, it's a pretty damn good karaoke song because people will actually sing it with you. So here we are. We're much ready to give our predictions. Take it for what you want. Here are my predictions for the SEC. I have Texas at number 1. Is Arch Manning the guy? Steve Sarkisian is a really, really, really good offensive coach. Is Arch Manning the dude? That's what we're banking on. Solely on if Arch Manning is that guy. And as much as I want to continue to harp on that, because I'm not really big on Arch Manning. I'm not a big fan of Arch Manning. But that's just what I feel. That's just me. Like, I just think that your last name doesn't always mean everything. You know what I mean? Like Shadur Sanders. Like, just because it's your last name doesn't mean you should get traded to the Colts and you should be the backup to Anthony Richardson or be taking his spot. or that, oh man, the NFL is so mean to him, he shouldn't have been drafted where he got drafted. Get the fuck out of here. All right? Just like Arch Manning. Dude makes a ton of money on his name, image, and likeness because his last name is Manning. His uncle has a ton of money. His other uncle has a ton of money. His dad has a ton of money working for Fox and whoever the hell he works for. Like, the dude's fine. He's going to be fine if football doesn't work out. Because if not, he'll just be a coach. And if not, he'll just go do what he wants to do. But I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Arch Manning. But if everyone thinks that he's such a great quarterback, he's going to be such a world beater, then Texas should be number 1, right? Alabama at number 2. Replacing Jalen Milroe with Ty Simpson. Or Keelan Russell, whoever you want. Like, we'll see what happens. The defense is still good. You got a lot of additions. You got a really good wide receiver core. If you can get them the ball, can Ryan Williams stop doing podcasts and just play football? It's gonna be tough. Can the offensive line be consistent? Can Caden Proctor be that possible number 1 overall pick? I don't know. We shall see. It should be a lot of fun to sit here and watch what Alabama can do, because 9-3 last year, you probably shouldn't have lost some of those games. But it's Alabama we're talking about. Like, Nick Saban had it rocking and rolling in the second year. Can Kalen DeBoer do the same thing? Again, these are predictions. These are opinions. These are not facts. Well, there are some facts because we're obviously taking experience and just the team in general. But you got Florida State, Wisconsin at home, like you favorable matchups, like Wisconsin at home, right? You've got Georgia on the road, which you beat them last year. You start 4-0. That's pretty damn good. Georgia, you got Gunnar Stockton. It's Kirby Smart. It's the Georgia damn Bulldogs. Okay? Do they regress? I don't think so. I really don't. LSU at number 4. Now, Brian Kelly has said this is his best team. I think I heard him say this is his best team. Now, don't hold me to that. It's his best team since Notre Dame. Since one of his Notre Dame teams. All right? That's saying much, because this is LSU. Okay, LSU won with Joe Burrow coming in and Ed Orgeron as the head coach. All right? So for LSU to have an experienced quarterback, a guy in Garrett Nussmeier, who's returning, it should be you get past Clemson in the season opener, LSU's a problem. You lose that first game against Clemson, LSU's going all the way back down to maybe where Oklahoma is, or maybe where Florida is. Hell, maybe where Tennessee is. I'm not giving Tennessee a whole lot of love. Obviously, down there at 11, quarterback left because I am a Leva. That dude, he gone. He don't care. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for LSU. So they get past that. They got a really good chance to contend. I like South Carolina. I don't know why more people don't give it more love. Maybe on the defensive side of the ball. Like I said, a lot of these predictions, a lot of these are coming off of an experienced quarterback. You have Lenore Sellers coming back. You have Dylan Stewart to lead the defense. He's a sophomore edge. It's pretty damn good. Their defense has as many as 9 starters who are in their junior and senior year. It's going to be a really experienced South Carolina team that if they can win at home, they can upset some people. You know what I mean? Like, experienced quarterback. Should be able to figure it out. Should be able to contend. All right? I had Ole Miss at 6. I don't know. It's a ton of transfers. You have no Jackson Dart, who got drafted. It's going to be tough. I still think that Lane Kiffin can do it. As much as he's talking trash and messing around with people, like, it's still Ole Miss. Like, do you really think that Ole Miss is worse than Oklahoma, Florida, or Texas A&M? Like, can you really say that? From years past, from experience, from what he's been able to do as a head coach. Like, can you really tell me that Texas A&M, Florida, Oklahoma, maybe if you switch Texas A&M and Ole Miss, maybe you could switch Florida and Ole Miss. Really, you could flip, possibly, when I'm looking at it, going back to it, you could flip Texas A&M and Florida, really. Oklahoma, possibly, in Florida. Like, 7 through 10, maybe not so much Auburn. 7 through 9, or 6 through 9, you could probably take and just jamble, and then that's probably what it's going to be. You have an experienced quarterback coming in with Marcel Reed, coming in with Casey Concepcion and Mario Craver. They got to play Notre Dame. Notre Dame has to play Texas A&M, and who was the other team they had to play? They had to play Texas A&M and somebody. They have like two. I can't remember who it was. Notre Dame's got to play Arkansas, and Notre Dame's got to play Texas A&M. Get past Notre Dame. Texas A&M might be a problem. That's why I have them in at 7. Experienced quarterback. It's Texas A&M. Going there is going to be a problem. They have a back-to-back road stretch. Now, this is from Phil Steele and all of his against Arkansas, LSU, and Missouri. Take 2 out of 3. You're still behind LSU, which I think they would lose to LSU. You win those games, you're in the top 5. I mean, you're in the top 5. So, Texas A&M sitting at 7. We have the Florida Gators at number 8. I think Florida, according to Phil Steele, was a little higher. He had him in number 6. I don't know. Can DJ Lagway stay healthy? The dude is really good. Apparently on College Football 26, he's a god. Anthony Richardson is a god on Madden. Okay? Those things don't make sense. Those experience, all that, like their running ability, all those types of things, it's just based on their athletic ability. It's not based on what they actually do in real life. It's a video game for a reason. DJ Lagway can look really good on a video game. Jalen Milroe can look really good on a video game. And look, he looked like DJ Lagway last year in a video game. Worldy beater. It's like having Michael Vick in Madden, right? Okay, it's like having any fast quarterback that can throw it on the run. Okay, they're going to look stupid. It's like playing with that Echo team back in 2002. Remember that Echo Limited? That team that had the biker and they had the biker helmet on and they were all fast 99s? Like, it's really good when your speed is faster than everyone else, especially in Madden and NCAA. Because all it is roll right, try to find somebody open and throw it. Or roll left, whatever their throwing hand is. So, Florida at number 8. Now, Oklahoma at number 9. Phil still had Oklahoma at number 4. Okay? They're getting John Mateer from Washington State. Really good quarterback transfer. Brent Venables got his offensive coordinator that he wanted. And really, he's comparing it, or who is this that's comparing it to? Because I know this is Phil Steele, but this is by Thomas Goldcamp, but this is Phil Steele's preseason thing. What Goldcamp has to say is that this is like Diego Pavia for Vanderbilt. Now what? Like, but they're still going to finish below Alabama, or they're still going to finish like low in the SEC? Like, is that what you think Oklahoma's going to do? So that's why I have him at 9. Like, you really think they're going to upset Alabama? At Alabama? Or like, you really think they're going to come out and do all these things and be like these shaking up the entire SEC just based off of what Brent Venables was able to do with his offensive coordinator? And just because he has a more experienced quarterback than Jackson Arnold, who's at Auburn now, who I have at 10? And Jackson Arnold, who has all these great receivers to throw to. I had it spot on with Phil Steele or Goldcamp or whoever this is. Auburn Tigers at number 10. And I'm sorry, Auburn Tigers, the Auburn Tiger world. Please don't watch this. Don't sit here and bash me for it. But it's got to figure it out on defense. Auburn is going to be a problem on offense. No doubt about it. Great wide receivers, great running backs, and great quarterback, or pretty decent quarterback. At least can get him the ball. Better weapons than he had at Oklahoma. It's the least to say. But the defense is going to be, I think, the big question mark for Auburn. Figure it out on defense. Limit teams from being able to go up and down the field on you. And then the offense, keep your defense off the field. Like, just be smart. You have an experienced signal caller. If you go look at every single one of these, maybe outside, if you go look at every single one of these outside of Ole Miss, which I think, like I said, you could switch 6 through 9. Outside of Ole Miss, 1 through 10, you have experienced quarterbacks throughout the board. You have really good quarterbacks that should be playing or that are playing in the SEC this year. So, sitting at a number 11 is Tennessee. Phil Steele had, or Goldcamp had, Tennessee at number 8. Number 20th overall, I believe. Nico's gone. You got the Appalachian State transfer, Joey Aguilar coming in. They were a playoff team a few years ago or a year ago. They got Georgia at home. They got to go to Alabama. They haven't won at Alabama since like 2003. And they got Florida late in the season on the road. It's going to be tough. Can Josh Heupel get this team good? They're going to be good defensively. The question mark's quarterback. That's the reason why I have them sitting at 11. Honestly, I should have had Arkansas ahead of Tennessee. But that's really just a slander. Like, we really think Tennessee's going to go from playoff team all the way down to 12? If not be in the top 10 in the SEC? Right there at 11, sitting right there at 11. Sam Pittman's got to save his job. We keep talking about it for the last couple of years. Will he be gone? I think he's a great fit for Arkansas. You have Taylon Green, who I think from Boise State, that transferred from last year, played phenomenal. I liked watching Taylon Green play. And if Taylon Green can have even more success than he had the year before, Arkansas, it could be a problem. But the defense is going to be an issue. They don't have to play Alabama, but they have to play Notre Dame. They have a road trip against Ole Miss. So it's going to be, what can Arkansas do for me now? They're sitting right at 33. According to Phil Steele. And maybe that's where they are ranked nationally. I don't know. But I have them at number 12. So really, realistically, 10 and 12, the same. 1 and 2, the same. 3, the same. 4, 5, and 6, a little different. But then he has Vanderbilt at 13. Diego Pavia's back at quarterback. They got to play Virginia Tech on the road. They got South Carolina on the road back-to-back. Like I said, South Carolina beats Vandy. I mean, like, South Carolina beats Vandy. Like, if they beat Vandy, Vandy's going to be all the way at the bottom. Virginia Tech almost beat Vandy. Vandy did beat Alabama, but Virginia Tech almost beat Vandy. right? Or did they beat them? They didn't beat them, I don't think. I can't remember last year. Did they almost beat them, or did they did beat them? What happened in that game? Vanderbilt won. Okay, that's right. I was making sure. So, Virginia Tech at home against Vandy, going to be a problem. Blacksburg that's tough. That's tough to play there. So, Vandy going in, creating the same success and the same spark that they had last year. I don't see it. Missouri, really the bottom three is close, but I still have my love for Mississippi State. Missouri, though, sitting at 14. You got Bo Prabula coming in from Penn State, taking over for Brady Cook. More experienced quarterback. I thought Brady Cook was going to be really good. Man, was I wrong. I had Missouri way too high last year. We'll see what happens. They have a ton of transfers, just like Ole Miss. Could Missouri and Ole Miss make a huge flip? Now, I don't think Missouri's going 6th, but we shall see what happens defensively, really. They're good defensively, but we'll see what happens on the offensive side of the ball for Missouri. Can they have some of the same success from last year? Can they be able to knock a few people out of the way? Can they climb the ladder in the SEC? I don't know. We'll see. At 15, I have Mississippi State. I like Blake Shapen. All right. I like Jeff Lebby. They have new lighting. All right. So they're always going to be bad, or they're always going to be a really good front seven. You know that. They're always going to be a really good defensive line. Can their secondary hold up? A lot of their front seven is made up of transfers, but like you go look, I mean, it's years like Mississippi State's problem is not their front seven. Their problem is their secondary. Their problem is a lot of times the majority of their defense. Can they get some? Can Blake Shapen stay healthy? Can another experienced quarterback too for Mississippi State? That's the reason why I have them at 15 and not dead last, because Kentucky to me is, look, Zach Calzada, you can call him an experienced quarterback. He's been on 3 different teams, or at least one different team, Texas A&M. He's been a question mark. I'm not a big Zach Calzada fan. I've never been a big Zach Calzada fan. Vince Morrow went to Louisville, the rival. How does that dampen recruiting? Is this Mark Stoops last year? We're talking about Sam Pittman, but is this Mark Stoops last year? It's going to be tough for me to say Kentucky is slightly better than Mississippi State if I'm basing this off experienced quarterbacks and just basically off of the same thing last year. Because Kentucky's ranked 50 and Mississippi State's ranked 55th. It's pretty damn close. You could flip the bottom 2. You can flip the bottom 3. You could flip 6 through 9. I told you that. But this is what I have. This is Coach Grizzle's SEC predictions for the 2025 season. This is what I feel like how it's going to finish. You'll have Alabama and Texas playing in the SEC title game. Don't know who's going to win because I really don't want to make that prediction now. But I feel like those are the 2 teams, obviously, you would think is Ty Simpson the guy. That's the factor. So we base it off experience. We base it off quarterbacks. We base it off of what they did the year before. It's the teams in general in the SEC. We know who the big dogs are. Even if these certain teams don't make it where they're going to make it, my top 5. Let's say my top 5. If my top 5 isn't 1 through 5, okay, I guarantee you the majority of those teams in my top 5 are going to make the college football playoff. We'll put that, stamp that, clip it, whatever you want to do. Okay? Those teams will make the college football playoff. I don't think you're going to leave out You left out Alabama in years before. You're not going to leave out Georgia. If LSU's any good, you're not going to leave them out. If South Carolina makes a run, you are not going to leave them out. It's the SEC where it's laughable. Okay? Indiana is not going to have the same success as last year. Okay? SMU is not going to have the same success they had last year. I'm sorry. They're just not. But when you go look at the SEC and you go look at like the top 10 teams, every single, like, according to Phil Steele, in my top 10, every single one of these teams is possibly or could contend for the playoff. Maybe not so much South Carolina. Maybe I gave them too much love. But on paper, we talk about this, on paper, if these teams are good enough, this is where they should finish. This is where a lot of them should be able to contend for the college football playoff, especially when they expand it in a few years again. Like, this is what I have. So again, this is Coach Grizzles. This is Chad Wathney's SEC 2025 predictions on the season. Love it, hate it, whatever you want. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make like an actual legitimate like click on thing like I did a couple of years ago. Unless I get maybe a notification for it or whatever, but I haven't seen anything for this week. I've just gotten some updates on certain things. So enjoy it. Take it for what you want. We'll post it on the X, and we'll post it a bunch of other places, but you can find it there. Tell me what you have to think about it. What are your thoughts on it? Like, this is an opinion. Like, this is predictions. These are what I feel are going to happen in the SEC. And of course, I don't know the whole like logo thing and copyright order or copyright issues, so I'm not gonna really mess around with that. All right, let's finish it up. We're gonna get to the bit. We're gonna go back to here, and then we are going to do on this day in history, and then we'll finish it up because we're gonna do it like real quick. Like, it's gonna be a real quick on this day in history because I think yesterday was Julius Caesar's birthday, so we like forgot that one on. We didn't even do a stream, but that would have been a perfect on this day in history. All right. In 574, John III ends his reign as Catholic Pope, and capture of William I in 1174. William I of Scotland, king rebel in the revolt of 1173-1174, captured at Alnwick by forces loyal to Henry II of England. Hunger appeal by women in Utrecht in 1522. A lot of things were happening in Utrecht. I don't even know where Utrecht is. I'd have to look that up. Battle of Roundway Down. Royalists beat parliamentary armies in 1643. Cromwell constrains Lambert in 1657. Constrains English army leader John Lambert. Cook begins his second voyage in 1772. Captain James Cook, I think it's raining, begins his second voyage to the South Seas aboard HMS Resolution to search for the Terra Australis, the southern continent. Source of Mississippi discovered in 1832. The source of the Mississippi River is discovered by American geographer Henry Schoolcraft. Screw propeller in 1835. Swedish-American inventor John Ericsson files for a patent for his screw propeller design. Queen Victoria moves into Buckingham Palace in 1837. Queen Victoria is first monarch to live in present Buckingham Palace. Let's see. In 1861, the Battle of Corks Ford in Virginia, Carrick's Ford. Union Army takes control of Western Virginia. 1862, Battle of Murfreesboro, fought in Rutherford County, Tennessee, begins and forces raid. Confederate victory, U.S. Civil War. 1863, the Battle of Bayou La Fourche in Louisiana. In 1863, the Battle of Tupelo, Mississippi, and Harrisburg, and it ended in July 15th. In 1863, the New York City draft riot, anti-draft protest turned violent, over 100 killed, including lynching of blacks, 2,000 injured, and 500 buildings burned. Riots last for 3 days. And is that what Gangs of New York is during? Is all that? Like the draft riots and all that stuff? Like, that's what I love that movie for, is because, like, as soon as the Irish came over on the boat, they were like, all right, you're going to fight for the U.S. Sorry, buddies. Come on. We're going to get drafted. Come on over. It's like, dude, I'm going to America because I can't eat bad potatoes. And then you came over and it was like, oh shit, I gotta fight for the Union. And then some of them fought for the South. You had, just like the Civil War entirely, brother against brother, cousin against cousin, uncle against uncle, whatever, uncle against nephew, whatever. You had all of that going on while that was going on. In 1863, rebellion at Morgan's, Ohio. It ended in July 26th. In 1864, early retreats from Washington City back to Shenandoah Valley. Let's see. In 1865, Horace Greeley, founder and editor of the New York Tribune, reputedly advises his readers to go west, young man. Barnum's Museum fire in 1865. P.T. Barnum's Museum in New York burns down. Giantess Anna Henning Swan just escapes. So she must have been some big person. Some really tall person. Not big person. Watch out there. Ems telegram in 1870. King Wilhelm I of Prussia sends the Emser Dispatch, Ems telegram, to Otto von Bismarck, who publishes an edited version to purposely offend the French government, precipitating the Franco-German War. Oh yeah, it's about the storm. We need to finish this up. Oh yeah. In 1882, 200 die as a train derails in Cherny, Russia. The Germany Army Bill is ratified in 1893. Phillies beat Pittsburgh 23-8 in 1900. Like, we're just now becoming a country, and like they've been playing baseball obviously since like 1860, and we're over here, and it's like we got all these like huge historical events going on as baseball is becoming a thing. Hollywoodland in 1923, the Hollywood sign is officially dedicated in the hills above Hollywood, Los Angeles. It originally reads Hollywoodland, but the last four letters are dropped after renovation in 1949. Would have been cool if it said Hollywoodland. I wonder who has like the land part, like those letters. Like, do you think they got destroyed? Do you think they just like someone? Because like I feel like I would watch American Pickers, and then all of a sudden like land is right there, and it's like, oh yeah, that's from the Hollywood sign. There was a dude that lives in those mountains somewhere that has like all this land, all right, and he's like, nah, I'm good. This was like 12 years ago, 13 years ago. Like, he's like, nah, I'm good. He's like, until he's like, I'm just gonna live here till I die, I guess. And then his family will probably sell the land. Probably has, because all these rich people want to come and have houses there. First football World Cup competition begins in Uruguay in 1930. Babe Ruth hit his 700th home run against Detroit in 1934. Strauss resigns from the Nazi office in 1935. Sinatra's recording debut in 1939. From the Bottom of My Heart, Melancholy Mood. Let's see. Ted Williams operated on in 1950. Was there any other World War I or World War II? World War II, Montenegrins start popular uprising against the Axis powers. 5,000 Jews of Rovno, Polish Ukraine, executed by Nazis in 1942. German occupiers imprisoned 800 prominent Dutch as hostages in 1942. The SS shoots 1,500 Jews, and the Yosefov, Poland in 1942. Vilnius, Lithuania is liberated in 1944. The Battle of Kum Song River begins, last major battle of the Korean War in 1953. Let's see here. Hound Dog, 1956. Elvis Presley's single Hound Dog, a cover of Big Mama Thornton's original, written by Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller, backed with Don't Be Cruel, written by Otis Blackwell. JFK nominated in 1960. U.S. Democrat Convention nominates JFK as presidential candidate. Let's see here. We're going to go through because we're going to kind of finish this up. 1978, BBC bans Sex Pistols. No One is Innocent. California's Nolan Ryan and Boston's Steve Rinko each lose no-hitters in the ninth in 1979. 1979, George Harrison releases single Faster. Let's see here. Eddie Van Halen makes a guest appearance performing Beat It at Jackson's concert in Dallas, Texas in 1984. Reagan's cancer surgery in 1985. Let's see here. We don't care. 1988, Sting performs in his first Rainforest Fund benefit concert in the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. Murder of interest in 1994. Former NFL running back, broadcaster, and actor O.J. Simpson, who is passed away, charged with murder, gives hair samples for testing. Tanya Harding in 1994. Ex-husband Jeff Gillooly. Gillooly? Is that his name? Gillooly? Sentenced to 2 years in prison for an attack on American Olympic figure skater Nancy Kerrigan. That happened in 1994. Pedro Martinez strikes out the first 4 batters in the All-Star game at Fenway Park, earning All-Star game MVP in 99. I think he struck out like Chipper Jones, like like he freaking struck out like some studs. Let's see if it says who he struck out. Hold on. Who did Pedro Martinez strike out in 99 All-Star game? Barry Larkin. Okay. Barry Larkin, Larry Walker, Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire. Guarantee you half juiced. That's crazy. All right, so because we haven't, like, it's been like 25 years since what the Braves, like 2000, it's been in Atlanta, so it's gonna be fun. InBev buys Anheuser-Busch in 2008. She-Wolf in 2009 from Shakira. 2014 FIFA World Cup Awards. Lionel Messi gets the golden ball. I think James Rodriguez from Colombia, he got the golden boot. And Manuel Neuer gets the golden gloves as the best goalie. He's from he's German. And then 2014 FIFA World Cup final, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Remember that? Remember when they like made the World Cup in Brazil and they made a bunch of people move out of their homes and they built all this bullshit and then they sent vacant now? Yeah, it's pretty shitty. They beat Argentina 1-0. That's when Messi should have got his first one, honestly. Finally got one a few years ago, obviously. Dunkirk in 2017 from Christopher Nolan premiered. 2018, Scarlett Johansson withdraws from transgender film role after criticism of her casting. Don't know why that's news. Let's see. Kawhi Leonard, 2021, undergoes knee surgery to repair a partial tear in ACL in his right knee because, you know, he was just not, because he just can't even say that he's hurt. So let's look at some birthdays, even though I hit deaths. Julius Caesar, his birthday's today or July 12th. Apparently it's either today or it was yesterday. He is of the Julii. It is Julius Caesar. He was stabbed by a bunch of people. Bunch of assholes. Let's see. John D. Arthur D. Don't know any of those people. Nathan Bedford Forrest was born in 1821. He died in 1877. He's an American slave trader, Confederate Lieutenant General, and KKK Grand Wizard. He was born in Chapel Hill, Tennessee. John Jacob Astor the Fourth, American businessman, magnate, real estate developer, the Astoria Hotel, and soldier. Richest passenger aboard the Titanic was born in Rhinebeck, New York. He died in 1912. I guess he died on the Titanic. He was born in 1864. Let's see. Alberto Ascari, Italian auto racer, world F1 champion in 52-53. Died in 55. He was born in Milan in 1918. I don't know who that is. Patrick Stewart, he's 85. He was born in 1940. You know who he is. Harrison Ford, you know who that guy is too. He's 83. He was born in 1942. Let's see here. Oh, the guy that made the Rubik's Cube, the Hungarian inventor Erno Rubik in 1944. He was born today. Let's see here. Gil Birmingham. Let's see. Jose Andres, Spanish-American chef, entrepreneur, 1969. He's 56. Ken Jeong, the American comedian actor. He's born in 1969. Of course, The Hangover and Community. That's it. Thank you so much. That was on this day in history. All right, thank you so much as always for being a part of the Total Chad Sports Podcast. We're going to get some great clips throughout the show. We're going to be able to throw them up on the YouTubes, see how much traction they get. Doesn't really matter. We're just doing it for us. We're doing it for y'all. We're constantly giving you content throughout the day, throughout the week, everything like that. Remember, I'm going to an awesome 7-on-7 camp tomorrow here locally. Going to watch my alma mater take on some great local teams around here. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Maybe have some pictures posted up on the X, posted up on the Facebook especially, maybe some video of some touchdowns, all those types of things that's going to go on. But it's going to be really fun to be able to go out there, promote a lot of the local young talent that we have in this area. Like I've said, we've had a lot of great athletes that have come through this area, so it's going to be a lot of fun to be able to do that. Remember, we got the home run derby, which of course we didn't even really talk about that, but I mean, Ronald Acuña's not in it. Matt Olson's going to take over. I want to pick either my boy Matt Olson. Don't think he's going to win because I don't think he has the longevity. But if I had to pick, I would pick O'Neal Cruz. I would pick O'Neal Cruz for sure to win it. Really? I mean, Cody Bellinger, by the way, 1995. He was born today. He was born in Scottsdale, Arizona. Like I said, SEC Media Days are this week. So, like, if you're into that, you're going to watch all of that. There's going to be a lot of that, too. So, I don't know how much I'm going to pay attention tomorrow because I'm going to be doing a lot of the football stuff. So, give a little bit of take on that. Probably talk about it on Wednesday when it's the Alabama Day. Give you my reflection on what, Kalen DeBoer had to say and what some other coaches had to say. So yeah, like we're going to sit there and break it all down. Remember, again, if you want to support the stream, if you want to be a sponsor, you want some ad sponsorship, you want stuff throughout this stream, support the stream. Cash App, $ Coach Grizzle, Venmo, @Mass Braves. Hit me up on my email, my last name, my first name, guathanychad@gmail.com. So you got it there. You can help us there. Remember, follow us on all social media platforms, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Straight Flex, and TikTok, Facebook's, all those places. You can find all the content there. Again, thank you so much for being a part of this stream. Thank you so much for being a part of this dream. Everything like that. I did not mean to rhyme, but it's starting to come down. It's raining cats and dogs outside. I can hear the thunder. I can see the lightning. So we're going to end it early because this dog needs to go outside before it gets real crazy because I know she ain't going to go out in the rain. So thank you again. Have a good rest of your day. We may try to play a video game or something tomorrow, maybe the next day on Tuesday before we do a real podcast again on Wednesday. But again, thank you so much. We appreciate you. You have a good rest of your day or night, whatever. Peace.
I'm handsome, I'm fast, I'm pretty, and can't possibly be beat.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone. They might be going to call George Brett out.
Well, he is. He's out.
Yes, sir.
Brett is out. Look at this. Brett is out. And
He's steaming mad.
he is out.
Swung, fly ball deep left center. Grissom on the run. Yes! 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 The Atlanta Braves have given you a championship.
Auburn going after it. Here's a good snap. It is blocked. It is blocked. It's caught on the run. It's caught on the run. He's going to score. David Wagner. David Wagner has scored. And Auburn is tied the game.
It's good! It's good! It's good! It's good! It's good! It's good! Van Tippen has won the ball game. Alabama has beaten Auburn.
I'd like for the people to remember me as being a winner, because I ain't never been done with a